Sam, her name is Hannah, and I got the Skylight Studio, and I have her practicing some of the dances. Um, yeah, and I had so she's a tough sister. This one, her name is Maya. She was meant to be, the sexy, flirty sister who was gonna have a string of boyfriends, and she dated this guy, and she had a kid with him. But then my file got corrupt, so this is the sweet sister. Her name is Aria, and she wants to be a reporter. She's very like down to earth, lots of clothing, favorite colors, all of them like secondary colors. Like Maya is very obsessed with green. Arya is Arya really likes purple, and here she is using the multi-tab 6000. And Hannah, she really likes the color orange. The three of them live together. First, very poor, but then Arya meets this guy in Midnight Hollow and they get married. No, I wanted her to get married to him because I liked the way he looked, and he also had the same job as she did, so I thought it would be great. But then once they moved in, I realized that Maya was attracted to him, and they started flirting with each other, and one thing led to another, and Maya and he cheated on Arya with Maya. I also got dragons for them. This one's name is Benjamin, and the green one, his name is Kid. Arya Arya found out about the affair through Hannah. Hannah never really liked Maya. Apparently, they never had a really good relationship. Hannah's very explosive though, so she and Maya, anytime they would say anything to each other, Hannah would say something rude or something, and they'd get all their relationship would drop. So basically, she had nothing to lose by selling out Maya to her sister Arya. So now, when that happened, Arya divorced him, and he ended up like not exactly dating Maya because Maya wasn't ready to settle down. But it changed Arya a little. Arya was still the sweet sister, but she didn't seem to seek out Maya in the household as much. And she was tempted to use the red dragon for nefarious things. So, at heart, her husband, who was then her ex-husband, was very good at music, violin. And Arya decided that after hearing him play for a while that she didn't deserve it, so she just became a darker version of herself, and she decided to go after him. She hunted him down in the huge house that they moved into when she got married to him, and she was a little naughty. She caught him on fire. She kicked him out of the master bedroom, so he was kind of like all over the place. He was sleeping on the couch for a while. Hannah seemed very pleased with herself, and she really went into exercise. She was exercising every 2 seconds, getting more and more muscular. Here is a glitch. She just kind of sank into the counters. But yeah, and then Hannah decided she wanted to have some fun with the red dragon, so she decided to catch some of her guests of the party on fire. It was actually Maya's party, so I guess in a sense she was trying to mess it up. And this is one of the guests at the party. Uh, Arya, yeah, this is a glitch again. Hannah didn't put the dragon back into her pocket, so it kind of glitched out when she was on a scooter, but it sort of fixed itself. And Arya herself, she was trying to find herself. She didn't know who she was anymore. She didn't understand why her husband was not attracted to her, and how he was sort of kind of maybe a little dating her sister. Then Maya became pregnant for Arya's ex-husband, and she had a little child named Ryder. So Arya is still finding herself, still sweet, still nice, still donating to charity, but she's different and still, harder. Um, but then she meets another guy, and he's very sweet, and he's attracted to her, but when they got engaged, she didn't know that he had a romantic interest in another girl in the town. But as soon as they got married, and he broke it off before Arya could find out. So that was a good thing, because Arya would have had two marriages that failed back to back because the guy cheated on her. So Ryder grew up a little. He was taken care of by his parents, Maya, and her romantic interest. Eventually, Maya dumped him for just to try dating around, but they really liked each other, so it didn't really last long, like that separation. Arya's husband, young Jason, he grew out his hair into locks, and he was really into Arya, and they were always very smoochy smoochy. This was the writer's birthday, and this was right after that, and they decided to have a little fun. They exercised together too because they got an ice cream machine, and Arya was eating every 2 seconds, so she put on a little weight. Nothing that will make her like fat, but this is when she was interviewing another one of the neighbors because for her job, job progression, all of that. And her husband, Young Jae's son, he got a little buff, but Arya was going more for the slender, like toned kind of feeling, but not to put on buffness. But remember that Maya broke up with Arya's ex-husband, so he was dating this chick, the girl in pink from Midnight Hollow, but that didn't last for very long. Eventually Arya got pregnant and she delivered a little girl. She had a little girl, and at the hospital in Midnight Hollow, Ryder grew up even more, and he became friends with some people at school, and his mother became more professional flirty rather than just flirty. So she cut off her hair and she tried to get more into designer stuff and things like that, as Ryder is now getting older and she wants now to settle down. So eventually we get little doll-like girl out of the house because Connor, who was Arya's ex-husband, decided that he wanted to be with Maya. And Ryder found friends in the little girl, and as he grows older, he'll want to date her, probably. This is Arya's daughter, Arya and Young Jae-sun's daughter. Arya still changing up her look, always very dynamic now. Opa Gangnam Style, apparently. She's adorable. What more can you say about that? Yeah, from a dance floor from the Skylar studio, they finally bought it, and Arya's shaking her stuff. Ryder's going crazy because the washing machine, the dishwasher broke. He's very much like his mother, who's like a neat freak. Both Maya and Arya are very neat sims, so that kind of passed along to the son, even though the son is not specifically having the neat trait. Arya's daughter grew into a toddler, yeah. And so far she's potty trained, but she still has a little way to go before she can age up. Ryder had a birthday party and he became a teenager, and we're gonna see how far we can go from there with them and their relationships in the future. Bye. Another glitch.